you're working, we used to be track fishing, they talked about here, next month after the Isle of Man, and I mean, working, you had to, if you couldn't just shoot your net anyway, you had to know, have a reasonable, what way the tide's going, and what the way the wind is, so you get some, to keep the net in some kind of shape, because if you went the wrong way, you get none. A lot of, it's just how the years, the skills built into you. You can't explain it, but you've either got it or you haven't got it.
And how much did you learn from the older men? You talked about going out to sea when you were young.
Old men, you started as a human. Had that old uncle that stayed, he was good with me when I was aboard the Jew Rose. He taught me how to mend and what to do. And I mean, if the cotton nets were badly, they'd be torn for miles, 100 yards. And they all come in legs, see where they tore. And they would run it together, and then we had it up, and they would see a leg, and then there'd be a leg on the other side and a space here, right, that would join it. And they would join it up, and then they would hand it to somebody, you start mending there, and that's, oh, great.
Yeah, that's some skill nets, as well.
You definitely learnt to mend with cotton nets, because they were torn every other day.
So when you weren't fishing, you were mending, presumably?
More or less, more or less.
But in terms of learning from the other men as well, where to go and what areas and the tides and you know, how much of that did you get from the older?
Oh, you listened to them. You listened to them. I mean, the day we won, every boat was one or two men. It was the main men. The rest did what they were telling more or less. And they would see a mark of him, and that follows away. And they gear a good bit up because of a strong tide here. Like the Isle of Man. See, you seen a spot here at the Isle of Man. You had to steam her up if you short. By the time your leg got in, you were away about 100 years been by the him at the Isle of Man, with the strength of the tide. There's things like that. In other places there's not much tide, so you didn't need to go so far back.
And you were working closely with another boat, a neighbour boat.
Always,
So how did you communicate between you as
flash
skippers?
a light. They used to have a winch light, a wee light in the front of the wheel, was where the Ringnet winch was. So, I mean, they never spoke. I mean, days if they were shooting, they didn't want nobody else to see them shooting. So they put their winch light on. And there was somebody in the boats all the time had to watch your neighbour. Get your eye on him. And there his winch light on, so you dashed out, you knew he was going to shoot. The lights like candles.
I think there's the competition bit's another thing, isn't it? But I mean, between the two of you, who would be making the decisions about, or was it just whoever came across?
Oh, I ever found the herring
first. There wasn't a decision like this time it'll be.
No. It's impossible for you to find them all the time. So you've got to depend on your neighbour. Hopefully he'll find them sometime, you know.
And a lot of the really a lot of successful pairs tend, we were talking about this, other folk talking about this being, sometimes it was brothers or it was close friends, or it was, you know, it was
families.
Would you?
I would agree with that. All the best pairs were all families at that time. And the main thing with that was the expense of gear, because one tour they were all paying for it. But if they were, like the Jew Rose was the Monroes, and the others were Edgars. If you tour, you paid for your own net. So that puts a bit of a kind of limit on you. What you can.
Yeah.
Definitely. You know, the Slowens and the McCrindles and the Andersons and the Greaves and the Gemmels were all families. Nicola Sturgeon's, she's related to the Gemmels somewhere.
Oh, she's from this part of the world.
Because there was a boat in this harbour called the Mary Sturgeon. I was looking at our grandfather's headstone when I was up at the funeral. You're in the cemetery up there, the first headstone you see is her grandfather.
And they were Gemmels, were they?